Hi, friends.
Welcome to Caroline and Rashi. I'm Caroline.
I'm Rashi, and we are so glad that you are here with us. I think we could also introduce Bill, our director, Bill. If you haven't met him before, he's the one that, there he is.
Behind the
Bill.
scenes.
Hello.
BTS.
Yep, behind the scenes, and he
We're
is.
going to have 30 minutes of Bill today. How about that?
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Maybe the ratings will go up.
They already go up with you on the show, Bill. This is probably Bill's favorite show to direct. I'm just kidding. I don't know that.
I'm sure it is, because everything else
Because
is,
it's girl talk. It's girl
yes.
talk for 30 minutes and what's trending and what guy doesn't want to watch that.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, see? Exactly. Well,
I think there's baseball on somewhere. Hang on, I'll be back.
he likes baseball.
He's our
Yes.
sports go-to expert.
Yes, we don't have as many sports people here or sportsy people here that know a
Yeah,
lot about sports.
we can always count on Bill. He
Yeah.
keeps up with all the teams
Yes,
and all
your
the
hair looks
athletes.
so good, by the way.
Thank you. I used what's called a beach waver today, which takes more time, but it's kind of giving.
Oh, it's definitely
I
giving
love
beach.
it. So yeah, is it? I
Yes.
think so. I love it. I'm having fun with it. It took me a little bit of extra time. I forgot my my usual curling iron.
Oh.
But sometimes that's a good thing because it forces you to try something different.
Yes.
I feel like everybody, even if you're not on TV, you get in the rut of doing your hair and your makeup kind of the same way, whatever is the quickest way to do it, and you don't like change it up because that might take an extra 30 seconds.
Right.
And so sometimes it's good when you forget, then you kind of have to pivot. And I was like, all right, this is all I got. The hair needs curled today. And this is how it
Looks
turned out.
great. I love
So
it.
it was a real skinny beach waver.
Okay.
So a tiny
Why
one.
we're seeing more curls.
Yes, and then the larger the curling iron goes, the less tight the curl usually becomes. However, if I wasn't always in a rush, I could use less hair in my normal size curling iron and it would make a tighter curl. But what the skinny curling iron does is it forces you to only use a little bit of hair, then you have the tight curls.
And that's look at
All right, we
So
lost
let us
Bill.
know
We lost Bill.
How do you do your hair?
Yeah,
Let us
love to
know, and Bill would love to hear about that.
I mean, I would love
at all
to
of
hear
his
about
hair.
Bill's hair routine. I bet it's quite intense.
Yeah, it lasts about 2 minutes.
Well, you can always chime in on our Instagram page at Caroline and Rashi.
Yes.
We'd love to talk to you there.
Yep, definitely. So here's the question. How old do you think is too old to have a baby? I mean, obviously your biological clock, as a woman, you cannot have a baby after a certain amount of a certain age.
Right.
Right.
Because women enter what's called menopause.
Yes. So
And then it's actually impossible to have
Right.
a baby.
But I'm talking about the guy, because the guy can contribute for how
Yeah.
so the
I think, I think my dad was probably like 43 or so when he had my sister.
okay, but not 70.
No.
Okay. So we have people like Mick Jagger, and well, now we have Kelsey Grammer. Him and his wife, Kate Walsh, gave birth to their 4th baby and his 8th overall, with the Frasier actor sharing that they welcomed a son named Christopher earlier this month.
Wow.
So he is 70 years old. She's 46.
Wow.
I mean, I get age is just a number, but what are we doing here?
yeah.
What is happening?
Wow. I mean,
So here's what he said, which is actually very sweet. He said, so his oldest one is like 41 or 42.
oh my gosh, his oldest kid?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's not a kid. It's that's like a,
That full-on adult.
he
Older
said,
than us.
my children, my young children, older children, the happiest I am ever is if they're all in the same room together. He told Variety magazine that my work has allowed me to be able to do that. I've been given this great experience. It's been painful and challenging and hard and tragic, all of those things, but boy, it's a great life, and I want to pass that on to them.
My only thing with being 70 is, I think that the oldest person on earth is like maybe 109 or something, or I don't know, maybe a little bit older, but that's like rare circumstances. So the average lifespan is not nearly that long,
Right.
And so I would just feel like, man, I'm going to have this beautiful, perfect child, and then they're going to go through the loss of their father at
Right.
a younger age. That would be my only thing.
But would that stop you if I'm not saying that she's a gold digger, but if the person had a lot of money?
No, no, because I know that I would like to have kids one day, and if I had randomly fallen in love with an older man, I guess it just is what it is.
like Bill Belichick and that whole situation? What's happening there?
I think if they get married, they're definitely going to have a kid.
How do we feel about that? Not that it's our business and we shouldn't even, we're all about positivity and all of that, but it's like, do you feel age is just a number, or do you think it's just a bit odd?
Well, I mean, I come from parents who are like super active and energetic and thrive doing fun things still in their 60s. My dad's almost 70, and so wow, it'd be like so bizarre if like my parents weren't together and my almost 70-year-old father would like have a kid with someone. It would be a very strange thing. I'm very, very blessed that both my parents, they're together and they're obviously going to have no more kids.
Right. Yeah. That it just can be so awkward, I would think, for the child, right? Like if my mom got remarried and had a child, first of all, none of that. But I just would be like, what is happening here?
Yeah. Well, what's going to happen is, in the case of the man, and he looks like an older gentleman. He's not like defying the odds of aging. Like, he looks older, which is fine. You're going to get like, oh, is this your grandson? Oh, you brought your grandson out here? And they're going to be like, it's my son.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to become more common because people are living longer.
Yes. But it always
typically it's like, I think I wish I would have looked up the average span of life.
But if you're just living life every moment, then I guess hats off to you, and you're welcoming another soul into the world. And
I think as you get older, you have so much more of life experience and wisdom. And I think that I'm in my 30s, and it's been quite kind of like a stressful go. Like there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of things, and when you're older, you've kind of gotten through all that, and you're kind of just like, it's not that serious,
right? And
At
I
least
think
that's what I'm told.
Well, no, I mean that makes sense because you have a better attitude about
and perspective.
Life. Yes,
and the more experiences you go through, you learn from each experience. And so, I mean, I felt like my grandfather always gave great advice and really wouldn't sweat the small stuff, and he would put a lot into perspective because he had so much life experience that he was able to be like, oh, that little dent on your car, like that's not even important, like it's broken in now and move on. Like when you're in your 20s, you're like, oh my gosh, like I dinged my door. Like you just feel like these little things are so much bigger than like they really are.
And that's such a good point that you bring up, because our perspective as us living through it, but like think about what we would tell an elementary student, right? In their life, like recess and what so-and-so said in music class is what's ruling their world right now. But obviously our perspective now is like, whatever, if she said something about your hair, if this happened, like it doesn't matter. So to your point, someone who has lived so much life and gained so much wisdom, and in a position where they have money, which is always, it's not the key to happiness, but it does make you happy, right? Like it can definitely make life a lot easier. So in that regard.
Yeah, and I see it personally just from being friends with so many young parents, a lot of times the agony and the stress over what the kids might be eating, doing, not doing, wearing, not wearing, all the things might seem, when you're like the average age of a parent, like the most important thing. I feel like this guy is going to be like, whatever goes, like what, this isn't even important.
Yes.
So.
And it might even bring the family closer together, because you have like a child that's in his 40s, and then you're all wanting to come together.
And typically what I've seen is grandparents that are involved with their grandkids kind of have a younger spirit about them, right? They're up for doing crazy things, like going to Disney World or just going, to fun place like the zoo or something.
Yes.
Like they're up for it, where if you didn't have these young grandkids, like you wouldn't really be doing those things. And so I think if you are older and have a kid, it kind of keeps you young and energized, and you have to be energized.
Yeah, definitely. And you bring up that point too, like my father-in-law, he is older and might have some restrictions, but we were at the Texans game and he was playing football with all of us. Like it's just like, you know what? And then at the trunk or treat that we had, he was dancing like with everybody, and it's like, having that perspective. A lot of times I just try to zoom out of my life to look at it like a broader lens, to sort of audit what I'm doing and how I could do it either better, more efficiently, smarter, whatever the case may be, because I know there's going to come a time where I'm like, I wish I would have done it this way, or that's a good job that I did there, right?
Totally. And I even think like when it comes, now we're talking about like rich, famous celebrities here, so money might not be like an issue to them, but I think like kind of pulling out and looking at it from a broader perspective, like there's certain things that you might be like, do we really like have to do that? Like, why do we have to go do this or that vacation or whatever? But if you take a pause and it's not gonna like make or break like your wallet or your mortgage payment. Like if your bills are taken care of and you can do something that's like fun and adventurous, like look at it from what Rashi's saying, like the memories you make, the fun you're gonna have, bringing families together.
Yes. It's all about the journey and being obsessed with the journey.
And the kids and like making them have fun. Like I love that.
I think that I heard this from somebody about they were asked, what would you tell your 20-year-old self? And I thought about it myself, and I thought the one thing I would tell my 20-year-old self is it's going to be okay, and it's not that deep.
Yeah.
Because I think I just put too much pressure on myself, especially like when you're in a business that is competitive like ours, or what I mean is, it's not like becoming a lawyer or a doctor where you kind of have your path carved. You need to do really well in school, and you're almost guaranteed a job if you're doing well in school. Right?
I mean, and that's a huge
that's
amount of pressure,
too. Right? That's a lot of pressure.
Because if you don't make certain grades, you're out.
Right.
If you don't pass those boards, you're out. So it's like that's a whole different kind of pressure. But you're right. If you do everything by the books and make the grades, then you get you're into your rotations and residency. Like you are going to make a great income, and you're going to be able to pay off those massive student loans, and you're going to live a nice life, where in a lot of other fields that don't require like a medical degree, it's completely kind of up to you.
Well, it is, but it's also up to whoever else the boss is, because it's all subjective. So this whole time we're just trying to please the other person and what they think. Like, do you think that my live shot went well? Do you think that this was whatever,
or even
that
just
one
like getting
person,
hired in these things? Like it's so subjective. It's like we can only work the hardest, and then it's out of our hands. Where maybe, and I'm not sure because I didn't go to medical school. However, I have a lot of family members, as do you, that like went through these processes. It's a lot of just like what's on paper. Okay, you graduated here, these are your grades. Maybe you got a good letter of recommendation, and it's kind of like more like that, I guess. But I mean, I know like relationships and who you know, and
the networking is huge too.
That's so big.
But I think just knowing what you just said, the fact that you can only do your best, and then the rest is up to God or whatever higher power there is, because that's all you can do. But I think that people put a lot of pressure on themselves. It's just the kind of world we live in now because of social media, which you make such a good point with how you're going to tell your kids social media is really your professional.
I'm going to be like, it's professional media. It's not, there's nothing social about this.
No.
You're not having it until you have something of value that you want to share professionally. And that's going to be, they're going to have to come up with it eventually. I say this now, and I'm not a parent, so I don't know if my theory will go over well. But I think because I'm so big on social media, I would feel odd, like being like, I can have this, but you can't have this. So I think I'd rather build the conversation around it and parameters
you also have
perimeters.
You also have to be the adult, the mom, and remind your child that.
Totally. I will take advice from you. Like, any way you go about it is fine. I just feel like social media isn't social to me. It's a job. Like, it's part of our job. It's part of our work day. And it's just not a place where you're having conversations and sharing ridiculous, posts. Like, no.
That's not what we're doing.
It's our job.
Yes. All right, friends. Well, we will be right back with some juicy topics. Okay, working out. So Caroline and I both try to work out, at least 5-6 times a week.
Yeah, sometimes 7. My workouts haven't been as great as I wanted them to be this week, but every day I have done something, and that something
that's all that matters.
May have been as little as a 2.5 mile walk.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
for me. I'm like more of like a 5-miler kind of girl. So I'm trying to just say this is all my life permitted me this weekend. So it's okay. It's fine.
I get it. So I used to go to spin class every single day before kids. And now tight shot while I'm moving my hair. And now, you know, just life in and with kids and stuff, it's hard. So I had to get creative and do different things. So what has worked for me and what I tell a lot of parents that works for me is I've invested in the Peloton, which I love. And I also look at Instagram posts that have workouts on them. I actually did one this morning with the Instagram post, and I put my Spotify on and just do it that way. Something that is very famous for a lot of people is now those fitness apps. And there's a lot of people that love those fitness apps. 92 million Americans use them. And there's this new study out that suggests apps may be doing some more harm than good. Researchers used AI to analyze social media posts and found more than 13,000 posts with complaints. App users feel like they weren't doing as good as they should be. They complained about how hard it was to track calories on the platforms, while others complained about logging their every move. The study found those emotional effects may end up harming people's motivation and health.
I feel like it helps my motivation.
What?
Tracking.
Oh yes, tracking does.
Like
Peloton does a great job tracking.
Yeah, like they track all your workouts. You go on like a streak, right? Where it's like, okay, you've worked out this many days in a row. So,
and I think like if you have an Apple Watch or something, you can track things that way.
Yeah,
but
do that.
An app should be able to accurately track things if it's a good app.
Yeah.
But if not, I can see how it's kind of like, kind of a dud.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of these fitness influencers have their own apps.
Yeah, they do.
Just don't know which.
I know. You kind of got to like pick one and roll with it. Like you and your Peloton and the app, that's like your thing. And then you do some Instagram videos, which is free of cost, right?
Right.
I have an app called, so I have a couple apps, but I only pay for one app. It's called Playbook because one of my good friends in California creates like her own workouts, and I follow them, and I just like love my friend and miss her, and I feel like I'm working out with her. So it's like I'm supporting her, but having fun working out. My mom has an app which a couple of us are allowed to log into. Well, now it's called Body, the Beachbody app.
Oh yes,
I was so sore. I did one of those workouts.
P90X people.
Yeah. So we have that. So and then a member's at a specific gym, and they have an app. Okay, I actually have a lot of apps, but anyway, pick one, and if you're going to pay for it, use it. If not, just go to social media or YouTube and get the free stuff.
There are so many. Just look up full body workout or upper body workout, and it is a good workout. And I have a gym. It's like my third garage, but I just turned it into a gym. And I have dumbbells, a bench. Like I'm saying all this because it's very affordable to get, and we just use that. I say we, my husband as well, and we use like. Recently, my husband put one of those resistance bands on top of this garage, like, I don't know what you call it, the door, like, you know how it goes like up and down, like the metal thing. So he pulls on it, so it works. Like, you know, and we put it, I invested in, it was quite expensive, but I wanted the whole wall to be a mirror, so it felt like, a gym. I was like, really need to get that done. So anyway, just whatever motivates you, and that motivates me because I'm staying at home and I'm just trying to be quick and efficient.
I feel like, yes, motivation is big, but what Rashi and I have done is it's just habit. We've built the habit of, whatever your routine is, but basically you wake up and you hit the gym or you hit the class, you hit the Peloton. Like it's the same as brushing your teeth. Like you don't even think about it. Yeah. It's just, you just do it.
Yes. And there are times that like this morning, I had zero desire. I was in the negatives of wanting to do a workout, but I have my routine, and I have my routine of putting on my workout clothes. So I just put them on, and I'm like, well, I'm here.
Yeah.
And then I break a little bit of a sweat, and I'm like, well, I'm already there. So that's the good thing about Houston is you just go right outside for a little bit, and you're going to start sweating. So you're already into it, and you're good.
Totally.
So what is your favorite workout? I don't know what your favorite workout is.
Oh, well, my wrist is still broken, actually, but the brace snags my dress, so we're just going to be careful today.
Oh, yes.
So my favorite kind of workout is like a psychopathic HIIT kind of a workout, like berries, where you're running and then you're lifting, and you're lifting heavy. Like
Yes.
we are not grabbing, well, right now I'm grabbing the lightest weights possible, if any, because the wrist. Pre-breaking my wrist, I was grabbing like the heaviest I could grab.
Oh my God.
And then, the running and the sprinting on the treadmill. So that's my
Yes.
favorite.
Okay, well, you want to grab your spandex and leg warmers because Jazzercise is making a comeback.
Wait, can I change it? This might be my favorite.
Gen Z millennials, thanks to some 21st century upgrades. So look at this. The classes are getting up-to-date playlists, and they are now some options to take them virtually. Some instructors are integrating strength, sculpting, and high-intensity interval training, which is what homegirl Caroline likes, with the dance routines as well.
So actually, I was watching a lot of Dancing with the Stars recently, and I felt like dancing. So I did like a dance workout on the Body app.
Okay.
And what's your favorite kind of workout?
I really like a sweaty Pilates.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like on the Reformer. I think that really gets you.
Yeah,
that's really good. Yeah,
that's tough.
it is tough.
That is tough. Those burn.
hate-
But this is
yeah.
so fun. I actually
Yes.
want to change mine to a dance workout just because I love to dance.
All right, friends, we'll be right back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Okay, a quick question for you. So would you be opposed to your neighbor having a pool
No.
in their front yard?
Well, I need to see the designs first.
In the front yard?
Well, look, you drive around River Oaks, take a look. Some of
There's
these
no
people
pool in the front.
Yes, huh? There's a pickleball court in front of a home in River Oaks.
Yes,
there's,
huh?
There's pools with like walls, so it doesn't like straight up look like a pool. Do we have video of this one?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Okay. So the homeowners got approved for permit. Look right here. Permits in June, but construction quickly stopped after county officials said they issued the permit in error since the pool violates building code. So some neighbors also argue it could hurt property value and cause some flooding issues. So this is like really right in front of their
I think
home.
this is fine.
But
It's like to the side.
yeah, but it's like they have like a gated area, so that wouldn't be an issue. I didn't see this video, so I didn't know if this was like right in front.
I think this is crazy. This is fine.
The whole HOA thing is crazy. Where I live, they have this whole WhatsApp thread talking about all kinds of shit.
I don't know why
Little
people
petty things.
Yeah, complain about that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
We're friends with somebody that's the president of their HOA, and it's his whole personality. Like literally, it's all they talk about. I cannot even imagine. I don't even care. My parents live somewhere with an HOA, and that's like they complain about things here and there, but they're so like removed from it because these people are ridiculous.
I think it's ridiculous everywhere because every HOA I've had.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, go drive around. So River Oaks
Yes,
is
that's
a
true.
very beautiful neighborhood, and I'm telling you, you will notice. Oh, is that a tennis court like in the front of the house? Oh, that pool's kind of in the front of the house. There's walls, but the one pickleball court doesn't even have a wall. It's just like the pickleball court in front of the house. I will take a picture the next time I walk by it. I'm not even kidding you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see the who is it? What was it? The Butlers.
Yeah.
Butlers area.
No, my favorite thing is whenever I'm driving around River Oaks and there's a whole Restoration Hardware truck unloading brand new furniture into a just purchased home. Like literally like the whole home furnished in Restoration Hardware.
I went into Restoration
That's in my
Hardware.
dreams.
Yes. Like we are over here.
Oh my gosh. And I'm just like, wow, like couches, decorations, everything.
So good. We love dreaming.
We do.
And we love being here with you. So thank you so much for watching Caroline and Rashi, and we hope to see you next time.
Bye, friends.
Bye.